And good evening. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's sometimes always a mad dash to get to get myself together on a Sunday for a Sunday live. Oop, let me put my bracelet on. I've got my 2A, can't say it like that. 2A rated gun control not permitted wristbands. Typically I hand these out when I have folks that I see in person, the 2A rated. Kind of goes along with my 2A rated gun control not permitted shirts. How's everyone doing? How is everyone on the Sunday? Were y'all running like me? Sundays are usually my days where I go to Walmart. And so I went a little bit late today because I was doing things. I can't touch it, but back here, let me see if I can add a little light to it so you can see. Hello, everyone. Back here is my red dagger, and I've made an addition to that. So it'll be coming soon in the video. Maybe I'll do it as short today. We'll see. But how is everyone? It is already like September is on Sunday. Next Sunday is September 1st. Is it cold where you are? I lose sight of when the weather changes, when the seasons change. I'm no longer in the know. Let me say hello to folks. Hi, Sixpos. You were first. Hello, lady. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well though with it. The belly, the beautiful belly. Time machine. Thank you so much. Yes. Well, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens today. Oh my goodness. Good to see you, Virginia Bushcrafter. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. EJM. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. I love it. Hi, AG. AG. Good evening. Low Twilight. Love that name. Low Twilight. Hello. Hello there. Oh, we've got a new person. Oh, Latanya's cooking for the soul plus more. Listen, I need some tips. Okay. Do you do like vegetarian, vegan fairs? Reach out to me. If you have a channel, I'll have to check it out. You know, we'll talk about that. Appreciate you being here. You are definitely a new name. You're part of the Fireside community now. Okay. So you're with us. You're with us now. Please do return and comment and welcome to the community. Hello, Kenny Loves Guns. What's that face for? Oh my goodness. Joseph, hello. What did you say here? Hot 91 right now in Denver. In Denver. Wow. Wow. I would think it would be a little bit cooler there about now. Not really cool, but you know, it was like 90 something here. So that's surprising. I've never been to Denver. It's on my list though. In my future chapter, when I retire, roaming the streets. 101. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's still blazing where you are. Hello, two-way stand. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes. All right, side note. Okay, let me do before I get started. Welcome to She Fires, all about self-defense, mainly with the firearm. I do talk about other forms of personal safety and being situationally aware. I'm also branching out. If you watched any of my vlogs, I am talking about like other parts of my life and taking you along with me in different places. And I just came back from Knoxville, so I'm working on editing that video. It will be a blend of Gun Owners America as well as like going about the city. I didn't have a car, so I was walking about the city. A lot of walking. It worked off all that fatty stuff I ate. But I'm really enjoying that aspect, that vlog. I'm not sure. I may peel it off from this channel and might split. But for now, I am trying to blend the two since, you know, I want to make sure I'm still serving the community here. So I appreciate everyone who has been watching and is patient with me. You know, it's very awkward. I don't know if you've seen it like out in public where people are recording themselves talking to themselves. People look at me crazy a lot, but you know what? I'm getting comfortable. Like, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. You're safe. I'm just talking to myself. I'm not crazy. Well, not that crazy, but I hope that you're enjoying that. I do have one coming out soon this week, and it's a little bit more personal. So I hope that you have a chance to watch it. I think it's like 20 minutes long, something like that. A little bit shy of 20 minutes. So if you're driving to work, whatever you might be doing, take a peek, take a listen. And I look forward to your comments on that. But I am going to do the one on Knoxville. And then, as you know, I go to SHOT Show. I've been going to SHOT Show anyway every year. SHOT Show gun industry event, for those who don't know. So I'll document that as well, going to Las Vegas, what I can share. No, I'm kidding. So just things being out and about. You know, with me being in Florida, I should get out more. So if you're interested in those types of things, that is what kind of my new path or additional path I'm going to be sharing with you. Yes, I do meet sometimes. Oh, sometimes. Okay. Even, you know, little side dishes. Side dishes usually are, you know, non-meat. Just curious. Hi, Eyes and Ears Tactical. Good to see you. Good evening. Thank you for popping in. I know commented back and forth on some of our videos to each other. Appreciate your support. Robert, hello. Good evening. Thank you. Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button. Thank you too. I always say for reminding. What will we talk about? Which part? Oh, Vegas, maybe? Oh, maybe that. I must start the live. If you see on the top corner there, I have Leapers as the channel sponsor for the community. And I wanted to show you, shout out to them, because I'm just a little fry, okay? I'm a little thing. But they're very supportive and they believe in, you know, I'm trying to share and know that they know that I have a very engaged community. I appreciate all of you who supports the channel. Thank you so much. It supports me and the craziness that I say and do each week on these lives, and then also with the videos that I do. But I couldn't get in front of companies like this without your support. It's not a matter of having the most subscribers. It's having the most engaged subscribers, and you are my community. I don't like calling it subscribers, yeah, but just being a part of this supportive community. And I appreciate you very, very much. And your comments and things like that, I do take with me, and it's good feedback for those brands I do interact with. They want to hear what your opinions are on their products so that they can improve. So I like being that liaison for that kind of communication, because it's easy to send notes through Instagram or, you know, the customer support line. But if you're interacting with the channel here, I can connect with them and talk with them even and say, you know, we got to address this and do better. And this is the collective feedback that I'm getting from my community, and it matters. So when you comment, I appreciate you and I take notice. I pay attention. I pay attention, and I use that to make sure that those brands and those companies are doing their best to support their audience, you know? So thank you. With that though, shout out to Leapers. Okay. Shout out to Leapers. And then also, oh yeah, I want to talk about that. I see your comment too. We stand. I wanted to kind of talk about goals. One of the things that ties into what I just talked about is there are a lot of brands there, a lot of companies there that are looking for your eyeballs, and they want your feedback and information in business. And if you've never been to an event like that, it's where you go and kind of get in front of and see what might be the latest products that are out, kind of touch and feel, kind of like when you go to like a gun show, you can touch and feel. But I love it because you get to talk directly, not through a middleman, get to talk directly to the brands and tell them that you love something, or tell them like, I love this, but X. And then it's a great networking opportunity to connect with people, like-minded folks. Like, it's just, the energy is just different. And that's what I got from going to the Gun Owners of America event last week in Knoxville. If you missed it last week, or if you've not watched other people, I don't want to really go into it a lot. If it's like, okay, we've been talking about this enough, but I wanted to kind of talk about that because I wanted to find out, do you go to gun industry events? And if you don't, why? What would it take for you to go to the event? What would you want to get out of an event like that? Broadly, but then more specifically, if you went to Goals, for example, what's the first one? Okay. And being on the inside as a team member, we got a lot of feedback on how to improve going forward for next year's event. So if you missed it and you're interested in going, you have another opportunity. But if you went there, or you're interested, or I'm not really interested in doing anything like that, like what is it? What would it take for you to go? Or like, no, I wouldn't, because they are wanting your business. And so it was free to attend for GOA members. So you just had to get there, right? Basically just had to get there. What would it take? Because there's some events even that I opt out of attending for whatever reason, but I wanted to find out what your thoughts are about these kind of gun events. What do you think about them? I like events like what GOA and SHOT Show does it too, where you can go and have a range day and shoot like new stuff, all kinds of firearms. And like the GOA event, unlike like a SHOT Show, certain groups, certain people can only attend like the industry day. But at the GOA event, it was for all members, no matter who you are. So I like that because people have an opportunity to kind of shoot machine guns and shotguns and all those types of things if you're into that. So they did that on Thursday. I missed out on that. Okay, so I cannot give you any feedback, any input on how that experience was. I know they're going to be making some changes in the future to address that. Sorry, I got my little protein bar. I didn't get to eat. So if you hear my belly grumbling, that's why. I didn't eat that yet. So yeah, I want to definitely get your feedback on, if you do attend or you don't attend, you purposely decline these types of events. Like, what would it take for you to go? Like, what is it? Just to kind of understand. Oftentimes it's cost. Like for me, it's like, I got to get there. It's expensive. And then you got to rent a car and a hotel, and, you got to pay to enter. Like, there's cost factors for me, but then when does that weigh? When does it like, okay, it makes sense to go. I know I'm going to put out a little bit of money, but the results will be XYZ. So it's a personal thing, we got to factor those types of things, but just curious. That was one of the questions I did want to ask you. So they had the range day on Thursday, and then they had the media day, which is an opportunity for folks across all media levels to talk to the brands, take pictures, videos, things like that. Surprisingly, I did a short on the IWI Carmel rifle, and that did really well. And I was just kind of talking to the guy, and I said, "Hey, what's the latest? Like, what do you got? what do you got for me?" And he showed me that. It's like, okay, let's get a short little video on it, and he did it. And so I think people want to see maybe that kind of stuff. Maybe not me talking, because that guy was talking, and that video did really well. So maybe would that be of interest to you? I do plan to go to a gun show before the year ends. Like, what is it you would like to see? I want the videos that I share, and even when I go to these events and the feedback that I could bring back to you, like today, I want it to be of value, and it make, maybe you can't go or don't want to go, but you would like the information. So just let me know, please. I would appreciate it. Let me make sure before I talk about this next thing. And this was going to be like a conversation about GOA. If you had any questions, any thoughts, questions about that, but then it's kind of freestyle. I like the freestyle. Sometimes we go down the rabbit hole on a specific thing, and I don't mind that. Hope you don't mind either. But if there's something specific that you all want to talk about, I have a couple of things I wanted to share, but I wanted to kind of get GOA, Gun Owners America event, kind of not out of the way, but just wanted to mention that because I was in Knoxville last week. I felt like I was in a weird fog. So if I had said anything, if I missed sharing certain type of information, I apologize. And it was kind of weird doing it from the hotel room too, but it's a beautiful area. I will assure you that. It's very, very nice. Yeah, swag. I did get swag from certain booths, but I didn't really do a whole lot of media day because I felt like I was kind of helping. And so I was trying to wear both hats. I was wearing the content creator hat and also the GOA team member hat. So making sure I helped and provided adequate, and then kind of just wanted to be a visitor, like roaming the streets. So it was challenging. So I probably look like a hot mess that live. So thank you. Thank you for bearing with me then. Hi, Dale Pogue. I saw you pop in. Thank you. I do have some swag. What kind of swag would y'all like? I feel like I come back with patches and things like that. It's like, hi, do y'all want that? I do have some IWI stuff. I do have some GOA patches and stickers. I do have that. If anyone wants those types of things, I can get some things to you. I'm happy to do that. Trying to spread the word. Virginia Bushcrafter. I attended Lobby Day hosted by the Virginia Citizen Defense League every year in January in Richmond. You get to meet and voice your concerns to your legislators. Absolutely. It was great. At the event, unfortunately, they did have a lot of panel discussions on a variety of different topics, and they had the mayor, Mayor Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane. If you watch WWE, he was there. I missed a lot of the political talk, unfortunately, but they did stream it on Rumble and on Twitter. So I believe it's on replay. If they don't have it up yet, they did plan to have it available, all the panel discussions. So if that's of interest to you. I didn't see him. I realized that dude is like 7 feet tall. I don't want to say that dude. The mayor is like 7 feet tall. Could you imagine me sitting next to him? I'm just saying. I also saw, I mentioned that I saw Warrior Poet Society last week. He brought his family too, which is cool. I saw Jared from Guns and Gadgets. I just saw them in passing. I didn't talk with anybody. It would have been cool to talk with him just to say hello. Brandon Herrera was there. I actually saw him at the airport when I was coming back home. That was fun. That was funny. He was with the crew. And then I saw the armed attorneys. If you follow them on YouTube, the lady with the blonde hair and the guy with the glasses, I don't know their names. I apologize, but I do. I'm actually a Patreon. I'm a Patreon member of theirs. But they were walking through. I'm kind of weird. There's certain people that I do want to see and say hello to, but I try to leave people alone. They were walking about just trying to visit different booths, so I didn't want to stop anyone, but it was cool to kind of see them in person. Let me make sure I'm commenting. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hi, Tech Money. Good to see you. Joseph, yes, would go if the range was available all weekend. Chance to win guns. They do offer, Enter the Win. I know Patriot Mobile, they provided the Wi-Fi service there. This is a ISP that's trying to support the gun community. They were giving away a firearm. I forgot which one it was, but they do that. They do that. Some training opportunities like virtual reality. I've been to SHOT Show and lots of gun shows. Yes, I like the virtual reality too. I like the simulations. That would be cool to have more of that. Do they have simulation? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing that, but it doesn't mean it wasn't there. I did not partake. Hi, Anne-Marie B. It's been a while. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I see you on Instagram. Good to see you. I saw you on Instagram, rather. I want to make sure I don't forget to mention this. So, I'm short. What? Oh, you're short too? You know, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Every time I meet someone for the very first time in person, they're like, I wanted to say it because I want someone to come up and say it to me, but they're surprised at my petite stature because I'm such a big presence online. Sure. Yeah, it's cool. I did see a couple people that like, hey, I follow your channel. It's like, awesome. Thank you. That's a good feeling. Hi, Jova Q. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome in. I'm just shooting a breeze. We talked a little bit about GOA last week. I don't know if you have any specific questions. Anyone coming in right now, if you have any thoughts, questions about the GOA event, I'm happy to answer whatever I can. Please don't forget the like button. Appreciate you. One thing before I talk about something, I wanted to share with you, as you know, Anderson Manufacturing has an amazing rifle line, and their team is awesome. They're out of Kentucky and so personable. They were at the GOA event, and if you watch some of my videos, I do have the Anderson, the 16-inch rifle. Yes, I can hold it and support it, but I have added a lot to it, so I do have a bipod for it now. I wanted to kind of show you what it's looking like right now, because it does tie into leapers. I wanted to show you some of the products, some of the items. Let's see if it'll show. Okay, there I am at the range. Okay, never mind my disheveled look, but you can see. I don't know if I can pause it. Yes. Okay, let's see right here. I got the bipod on here. Right here is the LPVO that I have, which I'm trying to get familiar with. I've only taken it out once to the range, okay? So you can't judge me, but it's fantastic. I'm going to have a video where I'm going to show you down, I'm going to show down the lens so you could see what it looks like and the different options that it has. Shout out to them because, as you know, I'm trying to get into some competition shooting, trying to get more familiar with like long distance shooting. And so I am excited to have quality products on these rifles, this Anderson Manufacturing. If you're interested, if you haven't purchased, if you've been considering Anderson, like I have a relationship with them. And if you are going to buy, you can use SheFire's code for 10% off. Okay. Just so you know. I don't really mention it often, but if you're interested in their products, I can hopefully help you in that way. Right now, depending on the source, less than 33% of Americans own guns, so product manufacturers have a tough job on a shrinking market. Yes, I agree. When I was talking to one brand, they said, you know what, we're trying to tap in, and my ears went ding, to the lady demographic. And I said, oh, okay, yes. So one of the reasons why I like going to these kinds of events is that people kind of see you and they see like, okay, what are you all about? or I've been watching you. Let's have a conversation. You know, doing things online on video, all these little shorts I do, oftentimes I don't talk. And I do try to present myself in a certain manner. So when you go to these events, you get to talk with them and say, yeah, we would love to start a conversation to see how we might work together. And that's how business, you know, gets done. And you see them over each time you go to the event. Maybe not the first, second, third time they want to do business, but maybe the fourth time they do. And then that's when I can bring that back to this community and share, you know, what's going on. Which does bring me to the next thing. Hello there, OG Tank. Good to see you. What are you saying? Are you ready for some hog hunting? No. Virginia Bush Captor, you try to pin me, you try to call me out. Yeah, I probably wouldn't partake in that. Never say never, but it's not something that I do or am currently interested in doing. Yes, but you know, it's a firearm for all needs, all desires. I'll leave it there. Thank you for that. I do want to show you. Okay, so do I want to show this to you now? Let me think about this. Yes. Okay, so please do take a look at this here. Massachusetts has gotten so bad, I can't even get a pocket knife delivered. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I take for granted where I am. If you ever move to another state, never did I think that if I moved to another state, the Second Amendment rights would be a major factor on where I would move to. Tennessee would be a beautiful place, so that would be fantastic. But if you're thinking about moving, or if you've thought about moving, or if you've moved in, you know, recent history, did, you know, your rights as a gun owner factor into that? How heavily? Like almost as much as how much is the house cost? How much does the house going to cost me, or the property? And then kind of neck and neck. What's that state feel about our gun rights? It matters. It matters. Never did I ever think that that would be a major. Fortunately, I kind of fell into Florida, but you know, I'm a northern girl. That was not something I had thought about before. I just wanted to move to someplace that was warm, a warm climate, no more snow. And fortunately, I did come to Florida, but that was not on my radar at all. You know, but I think that I can show this to you. As you know, I have, or maybe if you've watched any of my little shorts, I have this firearm. This is my M&P 15 Sport 2. I love this thing. I may have to replay this because I did that really slow. And sorry for the shaky camera, but on here you'll see. Let me see if I can pause it. I have the index mount, which is kind of like my thumb rest that I have on my my SIG. The grip there at the front, I forgot what you call it. Ugh. I have a scope, and I added a new buttstock on there, and I can't remember all that's on there at this moment. But this is my M&P Sport. I have a new addition that I'm making onto this, and I wanted to get your input. So let me put this banner up really quickly. I want, this is chat participation, okay? And I should have taken it out because it's going to make a lot of noise. I might have to mute myself, but shout out to Timmy Triggers. I met Timmy Triggers. I've used their products in the past by way of other people. But I met them at a recent industry event, and we established a relationship. And so on this firearm that you see back here, which my name is blocking it. God, let me see if I can fix that. I can't touch it, unfortunately. Hello, Trauma Hawk. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Your new name. We appreciate you being here. Thank you. I don't know if I can take that off. Can I take out my She Fires thingamajig? Oh, gosh. Okay, let me see if I can do it this way. Nope. I don't know how that comes off. So we're just going to live with it. Oh, there we go. If you can see back here, this is the red dagger. I have the green. It's called sniper green dagger, which people are calling. Apparently, it's a game that's out there, like a, what do you call it? A military game that's out there that people relate that green to. But sorry, this is the red dagger back here that I have, threaded barrel, silver and red. Kind of my She Fires. And on here, which I'll post, I'm going to do a short probably after this live, so you can kind of see it. I did add a new trigger. Shout out to Timothy Triggers. They sent that to the channel. And I have this here. This is my trigger that will be used in that M&P Sport that I just showed you. So there are 3 options. I may have to mute myself because this thing is really noisy. Let me mute myself for a second. Okay, as it went flying over here. In the darkness. Oh, here it is. And that's so funny. Sorry for that. Yeah, I busted it open and it flew. So this is the Timothy Trigger, the 660 CE AR Calvin Elite. And this one here is the, curved trigger. Okay, so I have 3 options. This is where I will need your input. Okay, I want you to help me decide which one should go in that M&P Sport. Is the rear sight on correctly? Vulcan Rumble. I will have to look back at what you're talking about. But yes, I wanted to have the rear and optic on there. And let me look back at what you're talking about, okay? Make sure I'm answering your question properly. But help me decide. All right, so we have the curved one, right? See if I can put it against my door over here so you can see it. Right? Or there's 2 others. There's a flat trigger, and then there is a flat with curve. So 1, 2, or 3 for which one you think I should put onto the M&P. That's the, oh gosh, flat, turn, flat. You see that? Yes. Okay. Or the curve flat, which I've never seen before. Is this normal? It's kind of cool. Cool. Oh, sorry. Window, mirror. There you go. Can you see? I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry. You see how it's like a little sock, like a foot. L-shaped. So the curved, the flat trigger, or the flat with the curve. 1, 2, or 3. Which one should I put onto the M&P? I was just going to wing it, not wing it, but I was just going to choose whichever one I thought and kind of show it to you. But I thought it'd be nice to have you all help me so that when it's on there, you can see it in real life. I like the flat triggers on AR-15 lower with my short fingers. You know, that matters, right? Because I have, my hands are not very big. Stick with the factory trigger because it might void the warranty. Yeah, I hear you, Joseph, but it's come too late for that. It's kind of too late for that. And I like kind of, because here's my thought. I'm going to be getting into like the competition shooting that I talked about before, and I want to ensure, even if the warranty, I understand, but I'm willing to risk that, and I'm going to investigate the warranty, but I'm really willing to risk that to make sure that it is fitted personally to my needs. So I understand what you're saying. I didn't think about that before, but because I've made a lot of changes to it already, if there was warranty that was to be voided, it's already been checked off. Number one would be my choice. Okay, so the curved. So this one. So when I shoot it, okay, let's see. Let's put it out here again. All right, so that one. Oh, God. I'm going to put it up on, I'm going to lay them out and I'm going to take a picture of it so you all can see it later. Thank you. Yes. Yes. There we go. Thank you, Toby Stan. But, you know, I agree with you. Thank you, Toby Stan, for saying that. But I like manipulating things, especially if I'm going to be using it for a specific purpose. I like stock firearms, like the pistols and things like that. But as I kind of get into, I want to make it my own if I'm going to use it for certain types of competitions and things like that. And so for that reason, I'm willing to make that kind of sacrifice. But like Toby said, we can always reverse it back. Right. We aren't allowed any. Oh, no. Even the era you're lucky not to live here. Oh, gosh. I won't even ask which state you're in, Anne Marie. I won't even ask. Hello there, Mr. Bull. That's all I'm going to say. Welcome. Welcome to the Fireside Chat. Happy to see you. That's a funny name. Lena, I know. I follow Lena, phenomenal rifle shooter. I know she's been winning like these competitions too. She's a bad mamma jamma, definitely. I haven't had the pleasure of even crossing paths with her. She's always busy, I'm sure, but she's probably one that I would love to meet and say hello to in person, though. That is for sure. She's extremely talented. Yes. Good afternoon. Just got home. Hello, Chad Kelly. Hello there. In the coming weeks, doesn't Florida have some kind of rule about aftermarket triggers? No, no. Oh, no, Mr. Bull. Look at you get my pressure up. Are you in Florida, Mr. Bull? Just like I would take off my taser on my Jeep if I have to take it to the dealership. Yes. You know, if it can go back to the way it was, you know, no one has to know. But again, I don't mind. I don't mind that sacrifice. And the M&B has been great for me. I mean, it's a great product. Knock on wood. Shouldn't have any problems. No, don't put warranty out to the universe. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Okay, thank you, two-way Sam. Yes. Frank Proctor in Alabama is a great trainer. I don't know that name, Joseph. I am actually interested in going out to other states to train with quality instructors. The instructor that I have here in Florida is awesome. Thank God. He's great and skilled across many levels. So I'm good for now, but I would love to kind of venture out and get some training from other people. I think it's important because different trainers have different skill sets, you know, what they're really proficient in and what they like to work on. And they can just give you more information about something specific that they care most about. And then you can connect with, you know, matters how you connect with people too. You know, the same message can be delivered from one person versus another, but how it connects with you does make a difference. Like, I finally get it. I finally get what you were talking about. So I do like that. Yes, thank you. Okay, yes. Listen, Mr. Bull, don't get my pressure up. Okay. I will sweat on this live. Don't say that. Just kidding. Nope, I agree. Listen, thank you for being a part of the community and giving feedback and thoughts and concerns. That's what we want that. We want that here so that maybe your understanding is that, and that could have been right, or other people may have other opinions about it. That's where, you have these kinds of conversations. So thank you. Never not comment. Never not comment. Always comment. Massachusetts is now down to pump action and lever actions, even if you are a federal official. Wow. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. When you start your IDP, what grain are you going to use for your AR 55 or 62? I think 55 would be a little bit more accurate, just saying. I think I've been doing the 55. Yes, that. I did take a picture. Thank you for bringing up Virginia Bushcrafter. If you saw, I have a fun new firearm, PSA's Rock 57, and I had to buy a box of ammo. I never saw what it looked like. I never saw what it looked like. So I'm gonna post a picture of it because it's like a little mini 5.56, right? And it's kind of in between the 9 and the 5.56. I did take a picture of it, but I don't know if I can post it here to kind of show you what it looks like if you've not seen it before. But I will be taking that out. The slide is extremely smooth. Like, I'm excited to shoot that. Very, very excited. That actually will be the first, well, no, aside from the AR and the pistol, 9mm, the newest caliber that I've introduced to my inventory. So I look forward to. Have y'all shot the 5.7 before? 5.7 Rock or similar before? Very excited for it. I've just been slacking. I want to go out to the outdoor range, and it's a little bit of a coordination to do that. But I may go to the indoor range and we'll shoot that and share that with you on the channel. And now that I have this new trigger, the Timony trigger, in this dagger, I will definitely share that with you. Side note, okay, I try to ensure that I bring products to the channel, but we will be doing a giveaway of a Timony trigger, because that was one of the things when I was talking with them. Was like, I would love to donate one to my community. Okay, so that is in the works. So stay tuned for that. So if you like it, you're interested, go and make sure you go check out their website so that when the time comes, we will have you a part of that giveaway. Because I don't like just getting products and then not sharing it with you guys. Okay. Sometimes it's like, hey, it's really expensive. We can't do a giveaway of that item. I'm like, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. I understand. But for something that might be affordable that they're willing to do, I always ask if there's something that can be done. Sorry, my nose running. So look out for that. It will probably be, let me see if I have the box for that one. Do I have it? I don't know if it's going to be like exactly this one. This is the one that I have in my dagger. Can't read it. Alpha Glock 3.4 red with 3-pound pull. The Glock Alpha competition series. So that's what's in this. That's what's in there right now. So it'll be something similar to that if you're interested. It's a new relationship. So as I mentioned before, when I go to these events, I'm always looking to see what have I used before that I enjoy that maybe the audience will enjoy, and I could share it on the channel, and I can do it as a giveaway. So we've got some, with that in mind, we do have some things coming to the channel from even my last trip to GOA, but I'm not going to spill my beans just yet. Not going to spill my beans just yet. I do want to share, I kind of highlighted it. Before I get off the live, I'm going to talk about something that happened on the trip. It wasn't like horrible, but just a reminder about being safe. Just about being safe. What did you say here, Joseph? Jared Reston in Florida is good. Retired. Oh, Jacksonville. Jared Reston. I'll make sure that I save this chat so I can go back and look at it. I'll star this one. Thank you, Joseph. Yes. Thank you, too, Stan. Thank you. Yes, thanks for y'all talking with each other. Awesome. Yeah, we don't roll like that. We just put that out. Disclaimer. We no, absolutely not for anyone who's watching. Okay. No binaries. I live in Hi, Abigail. Good to see you. Always a pleasure having you here with us. What's so funny? I didn't know that was referred to as that. Never heard of that. Mini rifle cartridge. Exactly. Yes. I look forward. I'm really excited to shoot that. I'm probably gonna have to take it to the indoor range though, unfortunately. Next week's going to be very busy. There is a gun show that is next month that I'll be going to. I'm going to be sharing that in a future blog if anyone has interest in me looking at any specific firearms or gear or something like that. Okay. So keep that in mind when I go live next. I think that one is the end of September, if I'm not mistaken. So if there's something that is specific that you would like me to go and see, I could do like a little, I want to say scavenger hunt. I did that last year, I think. That was really stressful, but I would definitely, if you don't have the luxury of having gun shows near where you are, or you're not interested in going, but again, I would be cool if you saw this. Let me know what that is, okay? Especially new stuff, because I do try to stay current as best I can on new things that are coming around. But if there's something that is hard to find and new, let me know, because then I'll be on the hunt for that, and I can share that with you. I stick with 8 rounds. Yes. Thank you all sharing in the chat. Yes. Thank you to Always Stand. You can pick between Gen 3, 4, and 5. Yes. So as you think about the Timney, if you're interested in that, like I did shoot with the Timney trigger before. I was like, ooh. So once it becomes on your radar, like it would be nice to do business with that company, fill in the blank, So that's kind of how that evolved. And literally it was serendipity because they were right next to the GOA booth. Remember, was it last month? Oh my gosh, time's going by so quickly. I went to the NAGA event in Dallas, Texas, and I went the booth right next to ours, small little venue anyway. Fortunately for me, was Timney Trigger. So we had a very cozy, intimate conversation. Hence, the Timney Trigger's now here. I was very thankful for that. Hi, David. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good evening. Never late, never late. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you know what? Tell me what your thoughts are. I've already answered the student, but I had a repeat student work with us, and they sent a message to me today. Just sent a text message because, if you have questions, anything along the way, reach out to me. If I can answer, I will. And she was asking if she should just start shooting with like red dot. And tell me your thoughts. If someone reached out to you and said, hey, I'm a new shooter, she's been practicing. I hope that she's been practicing. I've told her, I reminded her to be sure that she's practicing. But she was a repeat student of ours, and now she wants to get a red dot. And she asked, should she get a red dot now? And I said, you want to be comfortable with what you're doing now, which is the iron sights, which is how she's been practicing. That's kind of how I learned. Like, I'm not going to go and tell someone to do something different than what I don't say what I did, where I feel like it benefited me, like knowing how to shoot with iron sights and then introduce the red dot. So I said, you know, if you've been practicing with it, if you're comfortable with it, maybe continue shooting. You know, when you want to get the red dot, get it. But maybe when you're practicing until you feel comfortable, you know, continue shooting with the iron sights. And then the red dot is just an enhancement, in my opinion. Some people start out straight with red dot, but what if your red dot falls off, or it stops working, or you know, do you feel like you're blind at that point? Like, I feel like iron sights are the foundation. What do you think? Tell me what you think. To be fair, I don't trust anyone. So were you answering someone's question, Abigail? Oh, I see what you're saying. I understand, Abigail. This is why we have this is why our opinions vary, and we have our own personal opinions on what we believe. Absolutely. Have you had a chance to elevate your urban carry lock leather holster? No, time machine. I haven't. I haven't. I won't say I've been slacking, but I've been slacking. I do have it. I do have it still, but I have not done anything. I'm kind of like a creature of habit with certain things. So until I'm intentional with it, I kind of keep, although I know it's sitting there looking at me, literally looking at me, but I haven't. I haven't yet. Kenny loves guns. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the reassurance. That's exactly what I told her. Get proficient with iron sights, iron first, and go to red dot. Thank you, David. Yes. Thank you for validating that. That's how I learned. And I feel honestly more comfortable even as I venture into the competition shooting. I know it's probably more ideal. Joseph, if you're still in here, please chime in. Chad Kelly also, because I know you guys do the competition shooting. Like, I feel comfortable with the iron sights, but maybe I will be at it doing myself a disservice competing with other people who have red dots on their pistols. So I did take a red dot class, okay, because I knew that was something. It's not easy just kind of jumping in just because you've been shooting iron sights. Oh, I'm gonna add a red dot and now I'm good. No, it's not like that at all. It takes time. I purposely took a class to get comfortable with it and familiar with it. Probably wouldn't hurt to do another class, but I know that for me to get to the target quick, like having a red dot probably would be better in the competition situation. But there are plenty of people who shoot iron sights and compete. So I think because of my eyes as I get older, I'm probably going to make a shift, but I don't know if I want to do it while I'm learning how to do, you know, starting to do the matches and things like that. So I don't know. Opinions are appreciated. Master the basics. Absolutely. What we told her, Jova Q and Kenny and David, is that if you want to add a red dot on there, fine. Just have it off. Feel comfortable. Get comfortable with the iron sights and have it where you can, whatever red dot you get, you can co-witness, so that you can just be introduced to it and it'll be a little bit more seamless. So that was the suggestion, because that's what I would do. It makes sense to me in my head, but unless you all have other thoughts on that, what are you most comfortable with? Iron, Chad, iron. But I feel like those other folks who shoot with the red dot, they'll have a leg up. Am I wrong with that? Dots are much better though, but if you're used to it now, then practice first. I went straight to using a dot, so that is what works for me. See, yeah, I know. Depends on the distance she expects to shoot at most often. See, I shot iron sights in 1992, 2022. Look at you dating yourself, Joseph. Mostly red dots now, with both target focus 10 yards and in. I like my dots for 12 yards and beyond. Okay, that's a good point. Okay. All right. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna be on the journey here soon. I'm gonna document my journey starting the competition shooting. So that will be a part of the vlog series that I've started. So look out for that. I know I'll be stumbling forward, but stumbling forward. Yes. Oops, sorry. Recommend that you have the rear sights placed in front of the red dot if possible. Okay. Why, Jova Q? Why? Why do you say that? Speed will almost always go to the dot. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm concerned. Like, will I be hurting myself, relatively speaking, by not having it and starting, especially with the competition journey, starting, just start, just go with it. Same person will usually be faster with a dot. In the competition setting, most targets are more than 7 yards, so you will need to aim. Yeah. We're going to see. And hitting the proper part of target is important. Time and point penalties are for hitting outside the scoring zone. I know. Listen, if I could I did interact with the organizer, and he said 3 things that you need to worry about if you're starting and signing up for a first time match. Don't break any of the rules, flagging people, pointing it in the wrong direction, all that kind of stuff, having your hand on the trigger when you're not supposed to, like, all the rules. Hit the target and have fun. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about any of that other stuff. So it's okay. That does take a little bit of pressure off, because you can always work on time, right? Like, what are the focus areas? Just don't break the rules. And he gave me some guidance on that too. So yeah, well, we're gonna see what happens here. So being accurate is important. Getting a dot on center is easy to see when you are there. Yeah, you don't have to think about aligning the rear to front. I know, keep you focused on targets. That's why I'm going to probably select the carry. That I think I did actually. Carry optics is what I chose for USPSA. Okay. Does that help you understand which one? Does it help you? Help you in helping answer my questions? It's easier to go at a red dot. Many people have to learn to not look at their rear sight and then pick up the red dot. It saves time. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yes. Yeah, he said, like, just have fun. Don't break the rules. Like, okay, oh gosh, I'm extra paranoid. I'm pretty good about that. Like, keeping my finger on the trigger. I'm ultra paranoid about that. Thank you for that, Chad Kelly. Yes. Thank you for that validation. Appreciate it. Hey, gun websites. We were talking a little bit about GOA and the event and why people go and the benefits. Kind of I shared a little bit. Talked about also a Timney Triggers giveaway that will be coming around the corner. And that's all I remember. Yes. For all other things, you have to go back to watch the replay. Oh, good time. Please don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate you. Yeah, G-Webs, I have a new live sponsor, and that is Timney Triggers. And I asked some folks what trigger they thought I should add into my M&P rifle. So I got some feedback on that. I think I'll do a community post. I'll do a picture, and then I'll ask. It may lean. Thank you, Time Machine, who answered my question. Thank you, Time Machine, who said the curved versus the flat versus the flat with the curve. Have you seen that before? Never seen that before. The flat, the little foot or shoe or sock. So that'll be added to my rifle. The Anderson rifle is beautiful as it is. Okay. I'm not sure what else I'm going to be adding to that. That one has a different trigger in there. Yes, has a different trigger in there, which is fantastic. But yeah, so we're just kind of shooting the breeze a little bit. Gun websites, nothing specific. Probably a good segue to one thing that happened when I was going to Knoxville. Just a reminder to you all, okay? Remember I did that live about Uber and Lyft and making sure that you're keeping yourself safe, and things to watch out for. I, I think I might put that in like a video and just do like all the points that I mentioned, because it's, going back through the live and how I go off the rails often, it'll be more concise if I put it into a video. But one of the things, I talked about is making sure that you do everything through the app. And I'm sure that the driver meant no harm. I'll just say the ride sharing company. I won't say who exactly it was. But on the way from the airport to the hotel, we had a nice conversation. It's interesting when you're driving to a gun industry event, those drivers always ask, why are you here? And I'm very like, I'm here for an event. And then they say, what kind of event? A gun event. And I'm waiting for eyeballs through the rear view to look at me. Fortunately, every time I've kind of talked about it, I've done Uber a few times and Lyft a few times. They always are very receptive and open. So, the guy was talking to me and he said, I should have a firearm, but I don't. I want to. So we kind of talked about that. I would feel comfortable if I was a ride sharing driver to have some type of something, right? Am I wrong? Like, someone's behind you, and I always sit in the back too. I don't sit next to the person. I always sit in the back diagonal to them so I can watch them, right? And I always make sure my window works. Always make sure, even when I get into the door, that I can open the door like immediately, just in case. Because you can do the childproof locks in the back, right? You can get locked in there. So if you do rideshare, if you're interested in that, go back and check out that video. But I'm gonna do one. Go back and check the live, but I will do a video and I'll highlight those points. But he said, we had a nice conversation, very nice, 15-minute, 20-minute drive, whatever it was. And at the end, he's like, you can just call me directly and I can just come pick you up, because, through the app, there's a little bit higher fees, which it is. It was higher than like other places I've gone to, which I'm not sure if they increased their fees. I don't know what they did. But he said, here, you can have my card. I was gracious. I accepted his card. And I said, oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. He goes, yeah, if you want to call me when you're ready at the end of my trip to Knoxville, I can just come and pick you up. And I was like, thank you. Okay. Pleasant. But then I'm getting out of the car. I'm like, what kind of, he was a very nice person. Okay. I'm sure he's a very nice man. It's like, no. Okay. There's a reminder. Don't do that. Pay the higher fee. Your safety is much worth more than saving the $5 or $10 or whatever it is difference in getting, not having to pay like that app, the ride sharing app. I'll just leave it blank. But I felt a certain kind of way. It's like, what if I called him? What if I did? And like, I'm in a city that I've never been to before. Like, I could have gone anywhere. I don't know. It just made me feel a certain way. So I wanted to make sure that I came onto the live and shared this with you. Your spidey senses, your intuition, trust them. Men and women. It's not just us ladies, right? Just follow the app is there for a reason. Even it does mask like your phone number and your contact information, so that they don't have your direct phone number. They don't have any of that stuff. Everything's done through the app. When I call, like I had to call him because we were in different places at the airport. I called through the app, and making sure that his face, I even look at the ratings too to see like, why is it 4.7? Although his was higher, but like, what's the rating? Why is it lower? Like what? You check the picture, you check the car, the make and model, color, the license plate, all of that you check. Just don't make any assumptions. And then when you get in the car, they're supposed to give you a PIN number. The PIN number is supposed to match before you drive off. Like all those things should happen. But I felt a certain way. It's like, you trying to kidnap me? That's what I was thinking. I'm sure he wasn't, but you can't take that. You can't take that risk. So this is my reminder, PSA reminder, public service announcement. Always work through the tools that are available to you to keep you safe. Okay. Thank you, Joseph. That's required more practice. Eyesight matters too. Yes, I'm 50 years old and can't see irons anymore, so I switched. That's why I'm thinking that I need to, as I get older, my eyes get, they do have vitamins for that, but do they work? I mean, how many carrots do I need to eat? But as we get older, got to factor that in. I'm thinking maybe I should start right out the gate with the optic. And I've practiced with the optic before, but it's not my go-to. It's not my go-to. But I'm thinking I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and just embrace it and just learn right from the get-go. What do you think? No way I would drive a taxi or rideshare without a wide variety of self-defense tools. Riders need to be safe too. Does a company truly check the background of drivers? You never know. I know. There's been cases where like scary people have been rideshare drivers. Yes. Yes. And then on the flip side, I was coming back from the hotel to the airport. And again, get in the car because I did not use that guy. Okay. I didn't call him and say, hey, so just let me complete that story. I went through the app. I went through the app. Hi, Bernie. Yes, you listened to my story about the ride sharing. You got to watch people. Listen, don't mess with, you got to make sure you keep your eyes safe. Keep them safe and protected. Do all that you can. Yep. You got to increase your prescription, and so be it. Yes. I see you too, where we stand. I see it. I know. I know. I know. I'm going to do it. Yes. Thank you for that. So on the way back, really quickly, I went through the app and talking to the guy always, why are you here? Why were you here? Did you have a good time? I told him. I usually just try to keep it kind of vague when they ask me. I was here just for a conference. Keep it simple. And then they dig deeper. I'm like, okay, fine. And then he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I carry too. And I was like, for a split second, it made me feel like, oh, okay. So you're a stranger in the car with me with your whatever you're carrying, and my life is in your hands because you're driving me to the airport. I don't know. I just felt a little, oh, okay. But he was very nice. We had a nice conversation. I liked that he had it. Like he was wanting to protect himself. I feel like the first driver was kind of naive to people. Even if you're not wanting to draw your firearm, I didn't ask him if he had pepper spray or like a utility tool or anything like that. I hope that he did have something. I didn't want to get too personal with what he had or didn't have, for fear that he might think that I was trying to, whatever. So I liked that the second driver did have a firearm, but I was a little bit on like, oh, okay. And you're taking me someplace to the airport. Mind you, I map where I go to. Like I mapped going to the hotel from my phone. And then I map going to the airport. No matter if they deviate and go off the path that is suggested, I still try to like, am I going east, south, north, or west? Which way am I going? Am I going away from the airport or to the airport? So those things matter. Okay. Don't just have your head in your phone and you're looking down. Like I trust this stranger that I just met who follows all the rules. And I trust the ride sharing service that they've done a thorough background check on this person and he's going to deliver me safely. To always say, I remember when we went to Las Vegas, the driver, was it in Las Vegas? I think it was. He was driving like a madman. So you got to be careful. He was driving like where he was stopped suddenly, like behind the car. Even though they may have passed whatever ride sharing requirements are, you still putting your safety in other people. I may reconsider taking like a legitimate taxi going forward, honestly. I'm not sure what same rules they have. Do they have apps with the taxi drivers now? Do they have that? I don't know. See a doctor annually, even if you don't wear corrective lenses. Find a pro 2A eye doc. Oh, why a pro 2A eye doc? Does that matter? Does that make a difference? Will they look at you with a keen eye? Will they look at you differently? I bet the drivers need first aid gear more than defensive tools. I know. You're right. You're right, G-Webs. Because those videos you see on YouTube, they're getting beat up and harassed. Like, I would even want to have one of those plastic barriers that they have like in taxis. But these are like regular people's cars, just, I don't know. Like, I would want to protect myself. You don't know who wants to come up, even if they hit you in the back of the head, like with anything. It's not safe. I hope he had something, but I didn't want to pry and ask him. I've heard that before, Bertie. What's the chances of two serial killers being in the same car? I know, right? Listen, I'll shoot to a neck quick. Okay, they don't realize how close I am to their neck. Do yes, just kidding. I'm a kind soul. Are you laughing at me, Travel Hawk? That's a cool name, by the way. So I just want to kind of share that story with you. If you know someone who travels a lot, okay, because it's so easy and people really don't use taxis anymore. It's easy just to, request a ride sharing service like a Uber or Lyft. What else is out there? Something else. I always think about those two. To go to the airport or go in between like cities, different parts of town, and when you're out drinking, things like that. But you got to make sure you're keeping yourself safe and do that. Do whatever tickles your fancy, but make sure you're being, wise, and especially when you're drinking and intoxicated. I talked about too inside the apps. It has it where you have trusted people that it will alert them of where you are, and they're your emergency contacts. Yes, but hey, it'll alert you. I'm at the airport now, and it'll send that driver's information to your trusted sources that you've identified within that app. Okay. If you're not familiar with it, like just get it. You never know. Just get it. Just set it up. Just like what the Apple and the Android both have, your emergency as an emergency medical contacts feature. So if you become, I don't know, I forgot the word now. Immobile, that's not the word. Help me. If you fall out and you get dizzy and you pass out, and medical professionals are trying to reach your loved ones, and they can't get into your phone, there's a way that they could just go to a medical section within your phone that only shows who to call in case of emergency. Both Apple and Android has that feature. Okay. You gotta look it up. I shared this before, but it's worth mentioning again for any new folks coming along. Just never know. Just be prepared. Just be prepared for those. You never know. Stranded. Yes, not that word though. I know. The word is word association. Listen, Mr. Baker, I'm gonna ask you not to bring that up. Hello. Always a pleasure though to see you. Hello. I know. I can always I can always count on a good friend to call you out on you not doing something. Thank you for that. Good to see you though. I live in Vegas. People are crazy all the time. Yeah, I like he was I think that was an Uber driver. He was driving crazy. Thank you for that. Makes a difference because you can take your pistol slide to the appointment. Oh, and get the vision you want. I have single vision lenses and can see clearly out to 50 yards, but can't see iron sights. Well, isn't that interesting? That is good to know. I don't know if the doctor I went to is pro, but that's how do you even find out if they're, how can you find that out before making the appointment? Bifocals and trifocals and reading glasses are too slow for my needs. USPSA, IDPA, outdoor self-defense in Colorado. Yes. Do you use those hunter glasses? Hunters? You know what I'm talking about. The yellow. Stranded. Oh no, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for, yes, reminding me. I'll message you. Good to see you though. Anyway, I think that's all that I have for you. Next week is that Labor Day weekend? I meant to look that up. I know it is September 1st, but is that September 2nd Labor Day or is it the following? Because it felt kind of funny this past. Please tell me in the chat if you know if next Sunday, if that weekend is Labor Day weekend. Because I will have to see what I'm doing. I think I covered everything that I wanted to kind of talk with you all about. Yeah, I will be dropping that vlog this week. If you missed the top of the live, I kind of shared that this vlog is going to be a little bit more personal, slightly more personal about, well, I'll just leave it there. But I will also have a vlog on the Knoxville trip and all the sights and sounds of that event. So look out for that if that's of interest to you. And then, as I stated, I will be documenting my USPSA match journey, and that will start here soon. So, forewarning, those will be some vlogs out for that. This weekend coming up. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So, the second, September 2nd is Monday, Labor Day. Very good. Okay. So I have to see. I have to see what I'm getting into coming up. Thank you for that. Yes, I see fine up close, but the further things get blurry edges. That's me. My dots have 2 dots if I'm not wearing my glasses. But on the rifle, the lens angle is causing me issues. So I need to fix that problem. Yeah, that's why, as my eyes with this match stuff and just shooting a distance, like with the Anderson, having that on, having the LPVO on there, like all that. I just want to make sure that I'm seeing as best I can. I think I do want to get some range glasses that have a prescription, along with using, the optics and such. Hi, Gizzard Gary. I saw Gizzard Gary last week. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi, Keith Gregory. Welcome in. Yes, we're about wrapping up here. Is there a marker for lighted sights for people over 50? Lighted sights. I'm not sure what that means, Vulcan Rumble, but I'm sure someone else does. Does someone know the answer to Vulcan's question? Is there a marker for lighted sights for people over 50? I don't know. Sure someone in there can chat about it. Are y'all going to be away for Labor Day? And then I know football season will be turning a corner very soon thereafter, but are you all going to be doing something fun and cool that I'm not doing. I've done so much travel recently. I just want to sit tight. I just want to sit still. And then the holidays come, you just want to like rest. I want to get to the range. It's going to start getting cooler here. So to get out to the outdoor range more, it's really boiling in this Florida sun at the range. That's why it's been a ghost town most recently, which is a good thing if you want to reserve a bay and such, but you got to make sure that you've got the proper like suntan protection and you're wearing a hat, you got the fans out there, that you've got water and you're hydrating yourself, because you can pass out here, and you're holding firearms, you're moving. If you're doing like moving drills and things like that, you can make sure you're keeping yourself safe. But I was told once October hits, at least at the range that I go to, October, people start coming back to the range because it's a little bit comfortable, tolerable at the range, because it's mostly open. Like you just out there baking, like cooking like some turkey bacon out there. I don't know why I said turkey bacon, but yeah. So you got to make sure you keep yourself safe. But I hope now through the end of the year, I'll be able to get to the range more and bring you all some content, like long form content beyond the shorts that I've been doing. It's just easier just to kind of keep sharing with you some of the things I'm getting until I can get out and do some of the longer form. So I appreciate you all watching the shorts. That IWI Carmel video did really well. So I appreciate everyone for watching that. And then also, I did a short in the PSA, the PSA 5.7 rock. And then what else did I do out there? Oh shoot, forgot. Oh, the Canic. Canic has a new GOA inspired Mate. People pronounce it differently. I asked the Canic guy directly, how do you pronounce it? He repeated this himself 4 times, and I still get it wrong. But you know what I'm talking about. Mate. Anyway, it's that red and blue. It looks like Nintendo, people are saying, or like a Transformer colors. But proceeds from that purchase, a portion of those proceeds will go back to GOA GOALS America, just so you know. But yeah, that short's out there, and I think that's it. I hope you all have a great week ahead. It's the last week of August, so September is going to hit. I forgot what date the fall technically begins, but illuminated reticle, yes. Thank you, Tomahawk, for asking questions. Hi, ATM Tim. How are you? We're about wrapped up here. If you hold a flashlight up to small text, it comes into focus. Oh, thank you. Yes, that brand. I've seen their name a number of times, and they were at the GOA event also. That seems like a great product that I might bring. How do I wink? I don't know how to wink. Bring to the channel. Yes, that's good. Yeah, I've been watching them for a little bit too, so might have something there. But thank you for answering that. Thank you, Time Machine. Appreciate you. I had 116 on Friday when I was getting parts from our race trailer that stored at another location. Saw that number on my truck display and it just started sweating. Ooh, 116. Oh, degree? No, thank you. No, thank you. Nope. Yeah. It's aggravated assault. My goodness. I was never one to put like those little visors in the window, but you have to. And every time I forget, I'm like, oh my God, I'm baking in here. You will pass out in like seconds. Hi, DePimp 1984. Haven't seen you in a bit. Hope you're doing well. How are you? Good to see you. You must return. You must return. I'm sorry that I'm heading out now. I won't say it. The last 2 weeks have been brutal, and I feel so cold. Oh God. Yes, the evenings here in Florida though are really nice in the fall. I appreciate you all. Thanks for hitting the like button. If you're watching this on replay, please let me know that you're watching it on replay. Just like to know. Thanks for all the new people. Fantastic. Thanks for all the new people popping in. Please come back. Sometimes I have a specific topic. Sometimes, we just kind of wing it. It's just whatever we want to talk about. Wherever it might go. Thanks for watching the videos and the vlogs and all that jazz. Like I said, I do have a vlog coming out in some shorts. I may drop a short today. If not, it'll be tomorrow on that lovely number right there. My red dagger with the new chimney trigger. And it's a red chimney trigger too. So you'll be able to see that up close. I know it's kind of hazy back there. Sorry. But yeah, I will share with you when we're going to do the giveaway of the chimney trigger. So if you're unfamiliar or you are familiar, take a look at their website, just kind of see and peruse it. Because then maybe I can kind of direct in if they ask me, hey, which one do you want? If I've got your feedback, that will help me in saying the community would like, this is a giveaway. Okay. So let me know. And they have the black, they have red. They've got some different trigger colors too. I can't remember. Just a couple though, just a few. Black, red, maybe gold, I believe. That's a big guess, but I think they do have the gold. You all have a wonderful week ahead. I will see you soon. What are we saying here? Oh, Joy left. Thank you, Time Machine. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're always commenting. Thank you. Quarantine affected. Oh, what? What kind of quarantine? Yeah, it's very noticeable. When it's like 89, I'm like, oh, it's a nice cool day. Yes, I did that the other day. It's like, oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad out here. Oh, have a week, y'all. Good week, y'all. You too. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. Shout out again to Leapers and Anderson Manufacturing and Cross Armory. And the newest chimney triggers. Appreciate you all. Works always near and dear to my heart. And the D-Lead and D-Wipe makers, ESCA. I try to hand out those little wipey packs as often as I can when I see people. The individual towelettes of the D-Lead towels, so you can clean your hands when you're at the range. Soap and wipies, like baby wipes, are not enough. And then the pink soap, they have them in an individual package. You can get those things on Amazon, okay? Make sure that you're cleaning your hands properly. And they also have like laundry detergent. Like they've got a whole lineup to remove the lead from your skin and your clothing, all right? So check them out. If you have any questions about that, let me know. They are a fantastic company. Been around since like 1970 something, mid-70s, okay? So appreciate you all. And you have a great day. Have a good week. Be careful. Be safe. Watch out for those ride sharing services.
Is that it?
Yep, that's
it. It's that simple?
Yep. It's that simple.